Welcome to today's video. I've got an evening stretching routine for you. So if you saw one of my other videos, I had the morning mobility. Well, this is the evening stretching, and it's just a healthy alternative to yoga, something different. So stay tuned because I'm going to guide you through some stretches that you can do at the end of the day after you've already had a nice hard day's work and you need to relax. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Frank, certified personal trainer and fitness nutrition coach. On this channel, I'm going to help you feel, move, and look better through mobility training and nutrition. And in today's workout, we've got an evening stretching routine. This is one of my requests, kind of like a healthy alternative to yoga. It's not necessarily yoga, it's just my little take on stretching, and it's just one of the many routines that I would do. So if you'd like to go ahead and skip straight to the workout, you can go ahead and click on that link down in the description or down in the comment section below, and you can go ahead and get straight to it. So today we're gonna do some static stretches. I think I only have one video where I do have some, it's called post-workout stretching, and it's a 24-minute video, and it's only got like 3 stretches. But it's there's a dynamic version and then there's a static version, and each one has a couple of minutes on each side, so it's a little bit longer and it's all lower body focused. But this one's going to be a full body routine, and it's just some static stretches. So someone asked me recently, hey, is it better to do mobility or stretching in the evening or in the morning? Which one do you prefer? And these can kind of be interchanged. A lot of times when I like the word using mobility, I like doing that before workouts and dynamic stretching to help prepare myself for a workout. After I'm done with my workout, I like to do a little bit more static stretching. But generally, I still do a lot of dynamic stretching because sometimes I feel so tight. I take it to uncomfortable and then I relax. Mildly uncomfortable and relax. That's the beauty of dynamic stretching. Static stretching, you're doing more holds. Sometimes you do it on yoga. Sometimes yoga, they might have some dynamic stretching. It's a whole different breed of stuff. So I don't call what I do yoga. It's just my own flavor of things. So what we've got today is we've got 10 moves, okay? Each move is gonna be 1 minute long, and we're gonna just try and hold these stretches. So like I said, I do have like a 10-minute dynamic stretching routines, lower body post-workout stretching. This one's gonna be full body focused and just purely stretching. So if you want to do this in the evening, maybe you just got home, you're tight, you've been working, you've been moving all day, and you need to just stretch it out, I've got the routine for you. Now, the last part of this workout, fair warn you, I would want you to try and go against the wall. I guess if you wanted to, we could do a cross body arm stretch, but if you have the opportunity to be against the wall, you're gonna try and put your arm against the wall. So that's the only other thing you're gonna need for this workout is just a wall. So if you're in a house, you got a wall, you're gonna get your arm at 90 degrees and do that, because I'm gonna do that against the machine towards the end of the workout. So with that being said, let's go ahead and grab our water bottles. Let's get hydrated and let's stretch it out. Alrighty, let's get 15 seconds on the clock. Get our water. And we're gonna come down onto the ground. And first move, we've got a seated hamstring stretch. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and reach, and we're just gonna hold. Now, if you didn't already know, my back is so tight, so I can barely touch my toes. Can't believe it, but I'm just gonna try and reach here. And this is all I got, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and go a little bit more, but even as I'm trying to stretch, if you're having a hard time with it, we can dynamic stretch, try and rock back and forth, but just try and inhale, deep breath of air, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're just trying to hold it out. Now, if you'd like, maybe you want to cross and try and reach and then pull. Maybe you try the other side. You can cross and then reach and pull, or if you want, get one leg. Makes it a little bit easier. You might be able to switch it up. Play around with these routines for the seated hamstring stretch. So obviously over here I can get a little bit more, but right here, back's really tight, so it's a little bit harder. All right, next we got a 90-degree crossbody, or a leg crossover crossbody stretch. 90-degree crossbody stretch. So I'm just laying here, and then what I like to do is as I push this knee in that direction, I'm getting my head and my arm in the opposite direction. Inhale, and then exhale. You really want to work on your breathing here, because with your breathing, that's going to help you relax into these stretches more. So normally I can go over a little bit more, but like I said, my back is so tight, And this is exactly what I need. So I'm just trying to hold it out. Take a deep breath of air and exhale. And this is a really, really good one to do because it's gonna pull through your lower back. It's gonna help open up the hips. My lower back is extremely tight. It's a little sore, so this is a good one to do just to lie here and relax. And just let that body drop into that stretch. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna get that knee, bend it 90 degrees. We're gonna try and drop over. We're gonna look the other way. Oh man, so tight. I guess it's good that I'm super tight right now filming this because you get to see firsthand how I look to be stiff. And I'm not like a yogi. I'm not the most flexible person in the world. And you know, people often say, it's like, man, you're pretty flexible. I'm like, not really. But you know, to each their own. I try and practice a lot of this stuff, but as you can see, I overdid it in the gym. I knew I was gonna go real heavy. And you know, doing, for me, 175-pound reverse lunges without a belt, and I hadn't done it in a year. Yeah, it's a little much. So anywho, that's what I get. As a coach and a trainer, I'm always trying to push it. And again, sometimes you work out a little too hard, so you gotta take it easy. So we're right there. All right, we're gonna come out of that position, and then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wide-legged forward fold. So, or a wide-legged seated hamstring stretch. So this time my legs are out wide. Oh, embarrassing. And I'm just gonna try and reach. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm literally trying to use my fingertips. Sometimes in yoga they say, it's like literally your sit bones. You wanna have your sit bones completely onto the ground, kind of like spreading your butt cheeks apart basically. But then I'm gonna try and just walk this out. And if it's too hard, I'm just gonna go to one side and just slowly reach. Just something a little different. And then same thing, I'm gonna reach. I'm just gonna go to the other side. Something just a little different. I'm just gonna try and hold this stretch here. Just bringing it out. Just trying to hold it. Nice stretch there. But I can barely go, but normally you wanna try and walk these fingertips. Go as far as you can. We're gonna come back down on our back. We're gonna do a lying, supine lying hip flexor glute stretch. So I'm just gonna grab this leg and I'm just gonna pull. So I'm trying to push this knee, trying to pull on this ankle, I'm trying to lift up. All right, you can drop this leg down onto the ground. You'll feel it pull a little bit more. I can grab on top of the ankle, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm just trying to hold it here. So this is a great way to segment into a pigeon pose eventually, because if it's too hard, this is exactly what your foot's gonna do, but you're gonna be laying on the ground. So I feel a little pull in the back, not bad, but this is really getting into my my hips, my groin a little bit, my glute. Especially what we're looking to do is get our glute, get our hips. So here I'm pulling on the ankle. You may even try and create a little bit more torque. If I push this knee, I feel my hip more, right? So I push the knee, pulling on the ankle. You might even get two hands over the top right there, but if you get it over the ankle, you'll feel it a little bit more. Boom. Same thing, other side. We're gonna alternate. We're gonna bring this knee in and pull on the top of the ankle and just stretch. And just sit here, nice stretch, nice hold. And again, it's super important to loosen up these glutes and loosen up your hips, because that's just gonna help you move a little bit more efficiently. So especially if your back's tight, doing these stretches, you may not, completely be loosened up in one day. Like I said, this is progressive, so you wanna make sure that you do some of this stuff. Like, it's safe to stretch and do mobility every day. You can't really overdo it, Now, again, if this is something that's causing sharpshooting pain or extreme discomfort, please stop and see a doctor, see a therapist, a chiropractor, or somebody, see a specialist to help you. So don't just follow these videos in pain. But this is a great way to help loosen up these glutes and these hips. So I'm just trying to pull, just trying to hold, pulling in this ankle, pulling on the knee. All right, next we're gonna flow into it, trying to get up nice and easy. And we're gonna do a single leg balance hip flexor quad stretch. So if you're losing your balance, like I said, you can use that wall. But if you can, just try and balance, grab our foot. Okay, and we're just gonna try and just stand here and just hold this. So I just wanna stand here and balance, I'm pulling. If you'd like, you can maybe go through a little extension and see if we can just hold it here. And again, just try and stay as balanced as you can. Like I said, if you need to use a wall, for example, I might come over here, lightly grab. And if you can't grab the foot, do the best you can to try and kick. Maybe this is all you have. But see if you can grab at least the ankle and pull here. Or maybe you're here, right? So again, I like to try and do this since I do have the stability. You can see even when I'm standing here, my ankle, foot's moving around a little bit. And it just challenges my stability and balance, which is something good to do. And as I open up into it more, I can pull it back a little bit more. So we'll try the same thing on the other side. Let's challenge myself now. See what I'm made of. Grab that foot. Oh, not looking pretty. Here we go. Try and stay balanced. Come on, Frank, you got this. All right, foot is flat. Again, this is my tighter side. So I can already feel that hip and that quad's very, very tight. But I'm trying to stay balanced here on that leg. And if I can go through a little extension, maybe not much, and just pull. And again, this is really getting into my hips, is very much so getting into my quads. I'm trying to stay in alignment. I'm not trying to torque it out too much. So again, if I can keep my chest out, my shoulder blades back, watch this, the foot's gonna wanna turn out. I'm trying to actually keep it in and rotate it inward and pull it because the foot naturally wants to turn out. So if you can try and keep everything in alignment, keeping it straight, losing my balance. Here we go. Going through extension, maybe a little dancer's pose, okay? Next thing, we're gonna go into 90-degree chest stretch. So we're just gonna come in here and just lean into it. So all I'm doing is I'm just leaning. If you have a wall, put your hands at 90 degree against the wall. And we're just trying to lean into the stretch here. So just getting a nice stretch. You can play around with the position. The more outwards you rotate your body, the more you're gonna feel that stretch. You may just stay in, right? And just leaning into it. You might come forward and then relax. And we're just leaning forward, feeling that stretch. And we're just opening up that chest. Also, if you'd like, you can just go ahead and switch it up and do a straight arm. So I know I got 90-degree chest stretch, but if you want to switch into a straight arm stretch and hold here, great way to open up the chest, open up the shoulders. Something I do in between workouts when I'm doing push-ups, you know, working my delts, doing lateral raises, because they get tight. So, but this is a good one to help open up, you know, your chest and your shoulder area. So same thing, other side. We're just gonna drop into it, leaning forward, and just holding that stretch. So like I said, if it's super, super tight, we can do dynamic where we're bouncing it a little bit, but this one generally I do like to hold it. I don't really bounce too much on this one. This is one that I might just hold a little bit. So again, arms at just 90 degrees. I'm trying to feel that stretch in my chest. Also, if you want to try and open up the shoulder, like I said, 90-degree chest stretch, you can kind of stretch the chest out a little bit here. And I do feel it, but sometimes the shoulder will round and you'll get a little bit more into the shoulder. But if you can open up that chest, keep that shoulder blade back and open it up, you'll feel that just stretching right there. So, but let's come back and just leaning into it, opening up that chest, leaning forward, nice stretch. All right, nice. So, we got our evening stretching routine done. Really hope you enjoyed this one. And again, these are some of my go-to stretches that I would do if my back is feeling tight or my chest or my legs or my quads. There's a lot of different stretches and a lot of different routines, but this one I felt is a little bit more minimal. Like if I just got home, and like I said, my lower back's tight, so this is those stretching routines that if you've seen a lot of my videos, if you just, from watching this one, look on my YouTube channel. There's a section of mobility, and generally the videos that I put out, there's usually a time in my life where I'm trying to get out a point or I get out a message. And so right now it's all about mobility. I mean, believe it or not, I went snowboarding, didn't really fall, maybe a couple of times, and I didn't get hurt. And then I'm in the gym. Again, it's my fault. I was just pushing it too hard. I knew I should have belted up because I was going a little bit heavier than normal, and I didn't. And my body said, hey, F you need to stretch more. So got to pay attention to that. And you know, sometimes in the world of athletes and athleticism, you want to push it. You want to go a little bit harder. I heard a study one time saying 60% of Olympians are overtrained. And you know, maybe they're under recovered. I don't always believe in overtraining, but they're pushing it so hard. And you know, maybe you're just like an everyday person like me and you know, but I still want to train hard, and I've got to keep up with these stretches in order to maintain some level of intensity. So like I said, you could try this stretching routine in the evening, but if you ever feel any kind of pain or discomfort or sharpshooting pain in some of my videos, please go ahead and stop and then just go ahead and see a therapist, see a physician, a chiropractor, a deep tissue massage therapist, someone that you like, know, and trust that can help you, because you want to be able to eliminate any kind of pain or discomfort that you're feeling. And then also, if you do have some tight spots, feel free to check out some of my foam rolling videos. I have an upper body and a lower body foam rolling video. I'll drop those down below. Make sure to give those a watch, because I think it'll really help you out, and it'll really help you loosen you up a little bit and just help you stay a little bit more limber. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Give these stretches a shot. Like I said, today we were just doing these static stretches, just trying to hold. So if you're like me and you have a little bit of back pain right now, I think this will loosen you up. But also when it comes to the back, the hips get tight. So I do like to pay attention to loosen up those quads, hips, and glutes, because that's just gonna help you get around in your life. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Click that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content, because I'm really trying to get my information out to a lot more people that can really benefit from it and that I can really help and serve. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in the next workout.
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but some have been much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to sleep, but you listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret. I keep on working, I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on the flag. I sail this ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back, I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash, I'm like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen so fast.
Never change myself.